Okay guys, starting with the hall bathroom. This is looking straight down just to orientate on how we would go about doing this. Number 13, you can see how big of a triangular shaped cabinet that'll be. And to balance these out, meaning number 13 is the same width as number 11, 12 is going to be modified a little bit in the back corner with it being cut off. You won't see anything from the front, but when you open the doors, that corner will be clipped. It won't be a hole, there'll be a wall or a side to it, but in order to balance the face of it out, that's what we need to do. And this John is proportional to this wall. So looking at it on the 3D side, when the doors open, this is what you would see walking by, looking through that cabinet. And we can do, it's quoted with this being panelized here. So we'll just again have to figure out exactly the height of this cabinet and how thick you want that granite so everything lines up well here. But this linen cabinet with adjustable shelving, and this is all shaker style, crown molding on the top. And our sink cabinet, let me go ahead and hide this so we can see it better. Sink cabinet, functional drawer stack, and this would actually be a door. We can change this out to this just being a single door, but I thought it looked a little bit better having these both balanced. So these would just be 3 drawer fronts, and then we just put a piece on the back to attach them together so it looks symmetrical. And that's why we've cut that corner off back here. But pretty straightforward. It's obviously a little tricky doing these triangular shaped cabinets and scribing this, but that is how this would look. And jumping over to this bathroom, there's a couple different ways we can do this. With these skinny rooms, it's tough to do the 3D. I'll show you a quick 3D and then just go to the elevation view. So if we make this full width, there's that look that we have here. It's pretty wide for just a vanity cabinet. That wall's 39 3/4, and we have a 1.5-inch filler piece on each side that's scribed to the wall. And instead of having these 2 giant doors, I put a drawer underneath. We just need to make sure that the plumbing is high enough up to make sure that'll work. So the toe kick's 4.5 plus about 10 inches. So if we add those 2 numbers up, we need to make sure the plumbing's at least 12.5 inches from the floor. But that just breaks it up instead of having 2 really large doors for that vanity. Or another idea, which of course is more money, if we did a cabinet like this, where this would be a separate cabinet, 24 wide, which is a standard vanity width for us that we do. And then on the left and right, either we can have little doors, and these doors would only be about 6 inches wide, or we could do an exposed interior cabinet where the inside has adjustable shelving and it's finished wood on the inside, like we have here. So some shelving, and it's not completely, it's more decorative than anything because it's open, but it's just somewhat of an awkward width just to put one single cabinet in there. So I'm just trying to break it up a little bit and make it a little artsy. But this is obviously what it would be with if we just did a door, and then if we did this exposed interior here. And looking at the other side here, whoops. Again, proportional, because this John isn't quite centered on that back wall. It's off by about an inch or so. But these side pieces here, we could build them to where there's a little alcove on the side here. But again, it's not very wide and more decorative than anything because these are only 5 inches from far left to the wall. So you would have at most about 4.5 inches of usable space in that little shelf. And we would just notch, if we're going to do anything, just put a notch out a little frame in here and then just put some shelving in there. And that, I mean, you could put rolls of TP there, but you only have about 4.5 inches of depth to play with there. And then these are 84 inches tall, these pieces, and then a linen cabinet above. And the top, the bottom of this right here is 56 inches from the floor, and these all come out a foot. So it can, I mean, it looks good. We've done it before, but it can give it a little bit of an enclosed feel. So take those measurements and look at it and see what you think. And there would be crown molding across the top. And I broke it down in the quote as far as doing just one single cabinet versus doing multiple cabinets in here and breaking it up. But let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys.